Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This evening, I want to dissect this video. For starters, do you know who's there? Is that the same man that we are being shown is our president? Or is there some kind of trickery going on? That's question number one. Number two, the audacity of the Fulanis to give threats. And I'll read you these words. And I will hear him say it. I'll read you the words that he will say to you. Here are the threats. This is why we need to, this is enough. We cannot back down anymore. His words are, many of those misbehaving today are too young to be aware of the destruction and loss of lives that occurred during the Nigerian Civil War. Those of us who in the field for 30 months, who went through the war, will treat them in the language they understand. And that is from your so-called, quote-unquote, commander-in-chief, so-called audio president. In truth, you can now see he's now acting like a general. He's a general. He's always been a general. This is why I say to everybody, we have been telling you categorically that we are under Decree 24 of 1999. Here is the proof. Here is the proof. By the way, behind me, you will see. You see? There's June 12. Can you see? There's June 12 there. Don't forget that date. We need your support. We'll be putting we need some financial support from you guys. This is the beginning of the end for Contraption Nigeria. RIP One Nigeria. Now, every time this man, we don't know which one it is, the audio president, the general, the audio general, audio president, whichever he is, every time he mentions it, you will hear this word. Listen to this. You will hear. That is what you will hear. I'm going to play the tape, and every time I hear him talk about constitution, that's what you will hear. You hear that? So when he say constitution, now let's go. Now I'm going to play the video from its beginning. So it might go off, but let's see.
Good intelligence report. On daily basis, the question of insecurity in the country is being mentioned all over the world, not only here in Nigeria. But I believe there are Nigerians that will attempt at least to be fair by what I believed, that I will run the country according to the Constitution. Now, with all these people who want power, whoever they are, have they proved that I was not following the Constitution? Am I not leading the country according to the Constitution? What do they want? So, I think we'll soon have the shock of their lives. I think we have given them enough latitude. They have made their case. They just wanted to destroy the country. Simple. Because what do they want? And we are concentrating on infrastructure because no country or institution can be developed without infrastructure. Now, for those of us who are unfortunate to be in the field for the 30 months of the Civil War, to see the carnage of how we kill ourselves, at least 1 million people.
Killed ourselves, 1 million people. That's a lie. By the time this 1967 to 70 war finished, upwards of 5 million Biafrans were killed. And you may come and say to me, I doubt maybe if the 1 million so-called Nigerian army were killed, which were largely Fulanis or Hausas, or and maybe some Yorubas. And as a Yoruba, I do apologize sincerely, unreservedly, for the loss of life caused by that fraudulent Nigerian government. As we now know, this is a Fulani organized agenda to wipe out Southerners. So we are telling you this constitution that you're talking about is a fraud. Now let's listen on. And the audacity to tell us that you will teach the words that, listen to those words again. Listen to those words. Listen.
Country or institution can be developed without infrastructure. Now, for those of us who are unfortunate to be in the field for the 30 months of the Civil War, to see the carnage of how we kill ourselves, at least 1 million people, I think those that are misbehaving, they were either too young, they didn't know what happened. But for those of us who went through all these things, we can't understand. So we will treat them in the language they understand.
We will treat them in the language that they understand. This coming from a bunch of criminals that imposed a fraudulent Decree 2024. Decree 24 of 1999. Remember what I'm saying? Decree 24 of 1999. What they call a constitution is a fraud. And nobody in the South, there was no referendum where the people of the South said, we vote in support of this fraudulent constitution, which is actually a Decree 24 of 1999. So anytime it talks about the constitution, I want you to have it, fix it in your mind, that it is a fraud. We, the people, never signed up to it. General Abdulsalami Abubakar was the one who forced this on us. The military general, and of course the man you see in this picture, I don't know if it's a double, whatever, that is now currently on. The man that is in this picture, of course, is the general. And they all know, that's the proof you need, that we are under a military decree. And get this, Malami was trying to get a secret thing whereby they're going to inflict a martial law in a supposed constitutional nation. Can you see that the whole thing is a farce? We should no longer be supporting this fraudulent constitution. It's a falsehood. The constitution is a lie. That's why I put in there, Loriro, you will be hearing it. Now let's carry on.
So I feel for your understanding and so on, we are going to be very hard sooner than later.
They are going to be very hard sooner rather than later. So this obviously the Fulanis consider Southerners to be cows that they can herd around. We are not allowed to have our own thoughts. These are people, these are guests in Yoruba land, in Biafra land, in Middle Belt. Ladies and gentlemen, we mustn't accept this. We have every right. The cows may not be able to speak to them. That's their problem. If they want to herd cows, keep it in the north. Keep it, go on to Futa. Not in Fula. Not in Yoruba land, not in Biafra land, not in Middle Belt. In this place, we the people, our voices are being heard. You can't silence it. There's nothing you can do to stop this. This is injustice. RIP One Nigeria. A president telling people in the South that they will be in the world. His words. Let me get his words out. He says, those of us who in the field for 13 months, who went through the war, will treat them in the language they understand. Treat who in what language we understand? And you call yourself, you say you're a president? Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is finished. RIP One Nigeria. RIP One Nigeria. Listen to this.
We have done our best, change the service chiefs and the IG.
You see, all of that change is to make sure that they are, go and look at it, they are all Fulani. And if they put a Yoruba man or Biafra man in the top of anything, guess who's behind them? A Fulani man. Let me give you a perfect example. You know, they say you have a speaker of the assembly. It's Bajabi Amila. Bajabi Amila is a lapdog. The man who has got real control, I'll give you a perfect example, is Ahmed Wuse. Ahmed Wuse. You know what he did recently? Ahmed Wase. You know what he did recently? He did not allow Mark Bila, the representative for the Tiv people of Benue, he did not allow him to table a motion whereby he could table the fact that thieves were being displaced in their own land. That's exactly what I mean. So I have every right, and I'm telling you, I've got evidence to back up. When I say RIP One Nigeria, categorically, I'm telling you, it is RIP One Nigeria. These guys have the audacity to tell us they will treat us in the language we understand in our own land. Enough of this nonsense. We had enough of this nonsense. Listen and gentlemen, Yoruba people, Biafrans, Middle Belt, it's time to stand up. We are going to take back what is ours. The Fulanis must be chased back to where they came from. They are trying to kill us. They will not stop until they get to the Atlantic. I once again urge everybody to demand, those of you in the South, demand that Ahmadu Bello way be changed to Obafemi Awolowo way. We must work on that. Force Lagos State Governor to change Ahmadu Bello way to Obafemi Awolowo way, because the people who are trying to, a president of the Fulani is telling us that they will treat us in the language we understand. We mean they're gonna kill us in our own land for daring to resist the fraudulent constitution and the fraudulent governance. Enough is enough. Join me when you get this broadcast. Share it. Let's go on.
We allow them time to go around.
We allow them time to. Are we cartoons? Did you hear? Let me play that in you again. Listen.
IG. We allow them time to go around.
Can you see that? We allow them time to go. Are we cows? So Southerners are now cows in the eyes of this numpty here. I'm sorry to be saying that. I really, when somebody, our lives as Southerners mean nothing. So we're not worse than cows to you. We're not worse than cows to you. You should be outraged. Those of you Southerners watching this, do you still believe in one Nigeria after hearing this? Do you still believe in one Nigeria after hearing this? I'm asking you directly. If you're a Southerner, listen on and say, oh, we're letting them go around like they were cows. We have every citizen has the right to do. Go in America. They have something called the Second Amendment. The right to bear arms. And what you do is you give the Fulani the right to bear arms, and you deny us Southerners the right to bear arms. And you tell us we're the same people? RIP One Nigeria. Listen on.
To make necessary changes for them to be firmly in charge. We'll try.
Even if it's now, I know I get it. He's talking about the generals, but even the attempt to even say that we would treat us in the language we understand still holds. I still apply the same analogy. The citizens of US had something called Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. What this government has done is given effectively the Fulanis the right to bear arms, Second Amendment, and they've denied the very same right to us Southerners, to right to bear arms as well. We're now we're left at the mercy of the Fulanis, who they've given us effectively the Second Amendment right to kill Southerners as they please, and it tells us, oh, in the language we understand. You should resist this with everything you have, Southerners. You should stop believing in one Nigeria. RIP One Nigeria should be what is on your mind right now. God bless Yoruba Nation. God bless Biafra Nation. God bless Middle Belt. Let's watch on.
And give them the resources they require.
You see, they give them the resources they require. Yet they say, oh, they have no. You see, on one breath, oh, we have to build infrastructure. But where's the money for infrastructure? You deliberately denied us infrastructure in the South to keep us imprisoned in our own land. And then you say you will treat us in the language we understand. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have one Nigeria. This is a fraud. This is about a Fulanization, and we need to resist it with everything we have. We need to dismantle contractual Nigeria. Listen on.
And we will demand security.
What security? You have failed to provide security. The first number one the one prime responsibility of every government is to provide safety and security for its citizens. Where's the safety and security? Where's the safety and security? You've empowered Fulanis. You've given Fulanis from foreign countries guns. Get this. Bala Mohammed, Undome, and others, Garba Shehu, one of your spokesmen, has said Fulanis from other countries are welcome to become Nigerians inside Nigeria. Once they get them in, giving them passport, giving them everything. And we, the citizens, we are denied those very same things, the Southerners in particular. And you have the guts to tell me that you're providing security? Now, enough of this nonsense. Let's say it what it is. Let's say it like it is. We are not going to be silenced. You've heard my group speak. I'm speaking. Many others. We are all Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu, many others. Oloye Sunday Igboho, Yomi Koiki, the Dara Talk Show, Momaba Dijoke, Lady B, Amotekun. All of us, we are speaking up against this injustice, and we will not be silent. We will not be silent. Now, let's listen on to the end of this nonsense.
Then later. I thank you very much for your presentation. I assure you that this administration will do whatever we can do for you, so that we don't give anybody excuse to blame us that we don't want to go or we want to have a third term.
Nonsense. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Can you hear this nonsense? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even going to play this any much further. But what I want you to leave ringing in your ears is his own words. I want you to listen to his words. We will treat you, referring to Biafrans, who are Southerners. And at this point, every Southerner, don't forget, they are in the Southeast right now. They're coming to the Southwest. We need to this is a call they want to all the Fulanis to exterminate us in our land. We will treat you in the language that you understand, referring to the 67-70 war, where the Fulanis and the so-called Nigerian army killed 5 million Biafrans. It's time for us to resist this nonsense. This is injustice. Anytime he mentions constitution, you heard me say it. You've heard the word. It's Loriro. It's all lies. Loriro means lies. Loriro means lies. You will hear it when you play this video back. Ladies and gentlemen, when you get this video, I want you to share it. You should be outraged by that a so-called president, and Twitter had to bring down his broadcast. Twitter had to bring down his tweet. That tells you that this Fulanization is something that we as Southerners, as Middle Belt, as Yorubas and Biafrans, we need to unite and dismantle completely, unequivocally. We stand as one. And I say it again, that constitution is meant to oppress specifically Middle Belt, specifically Biafrans, specifically Yorubas. And we are going to smash it to smithereens. We no longer recognize that fraudulent constitution. It is a fraud because it's Decree 24. And you heard Abdullahi Malami attempting, I didn't do it, to bring in martial law. Let me read you the words he said. Let me read you Malami's words. Don't take my word for it. And he suddenly roll back. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Of course you will say that. No. You didn't say it at all. Let me see. So I'm going to show you. I want to read to you an excerpt of it. And I'm going to do a video on that. But I just want you to know that these guys, they don't understand that we are waking up. And they don't want you to do it. They don't want to... Right, here we go. So listen to this. The AGF Malami in secret memo asked Buhari to suspend Nigerian constitution, declare martial law. In a secret memo. And you are still here telling me about one Nigeria. Now, you better wake up if you're a Southerner. Wake up. I'm saying this now in all honesty. Because once that comes in, once martial law comes in, that means the constitution is gone. And they are going to do as they please. Already we know the constitution is a cover. Because what they're doing already, all along, they are using decree that they are hiding from us. This is a Takia move. This is a perfect Takia move. They are telling you to believe that it's a constitution. It isn't. It's a decree. This is a Takia move. And it is time we Southerners work together. Middle Belt, Yorubas, Biafrans. We must work together and defeat the Fulanis who are out to oppress us in our own land. Enough is enough. the constitution is a fraud. It's lori raw. You will hear it in the video. Every time it mentions constitution, sure enough, you will hear lori raw with the bell. You will hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY. If this video resonates with you, share it far and wide. We must resist this. The barefaced. Look at the audacity that these people have to dare to tell us they will treat us in the language we understand in our own land. And as a Yoruba man, I take offense that you are doing that. The Fulanis dare talk to a Biafran or a Middle Belt or a Yoruba man like that. We need to collectively reject it. They have used this fraudulent 1999 Decree 24 1999 to oppress us long enough. Now we resist it. With the words he said now, that's the final straw. Let's ensure that we dismantle categorically that thing called Nigeria. RIP One Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and goodbye.